Live from Pittsburgh, it's Rona, who just finished watching a beautiful production of Don Carlo, which was streamed live from the Bavarian State Opera in Germany. First, I would like to thank the basso, Eric Halverson, first of all, for friending me or for accepting my friendship invitation on Facebook and for posting that this was going to be live streamed to the United States at the odd time of 11 o'clock in the morning. And then I'd also like to thank my Facebook friend, Margaret Jumway, two people I don't know, for reminding me about it. So between the two of them, I made sure I was home and all set up to have my computer hooked up to my television to watch this production. So first I'd like to say a few words about the opera Don Carlo. And because I know I'm going to speak long, I'm going to make this into two, hopefully shorter videos. The first thing is that if there were nominations for the greatest opera ever, Don Carlo today would be my number one choice. It has everything. It has beautiful music, great drama, terrific orchestration, and it passes the ultimate test that I know of. And that is, my husband does not fall asleep in any production of it. He's already seen it 3 times. And as those of you who know him, you know that he is the supreme opera judge. For any opera that's even decent, he's asleep for half of it. So for him to be awake is a major accomplishment. Now here are some things that I just think are strange about Don Carlo. First of all, you must have 5 great singers in order to pull off a satisfying production for the audience. And one of the things you have to do is match the level of musicianship and vocalism for the 5 principals. And then, of course, there's the Grand Inquisitor. Okay, that's number 6. He has a smaller role, but he also better be really, really good. Because if the other 5 are good, he has to be good. There are a few minor roles. They don't have to be so good. So that's number 1. It's a big challenge. Number 2 is I've seen Don Carlo many times in my life, but I'm by no means an expert on it. And my general view is always, if you have to skimp on somebody's salary, take it out of Don Carlo, because he just is not such a great character in the opera. For one thing, he has a really pathetic little aria that comes in only in the beginning. And then he sings in that beautiful duet with the baritone. And he sings elsewhere in the opera, of course. The other interesting thing about this opera is that it reminds me of the future of Aida coming. For instance, in the tomb scene, there's all that major minor stuff. It always reminds me of Aida. And then it has that great scene, the Inquisition scene, the auto da fe scene, which also reminds me a lot of Aida. So I think Verdi was kind of building up his credentials or his expertise on how to write these great things. So this is a wonderful, wonderful opera. And I look forward to so much in it that I'm just full of anticipation when it starts. I can never figure out what I'm looking forward to most. I think my number one thing is to hear the cello playing before the basso's big aria, Ella Jemima Mo. Then the next biggest thing I love is his aria. Because if I were a basso, I'd want to sing this. And if I were a mezzo, I'd want to sing O Don Fatale. And if I were a great soprano, I'd want to sing Tu che le vanità. I would not want to sing any of Carlo's music. And if I were a baritone, of course I'd want to sing Posa's music. I'd love to sing the aria right before he dies, and then I would like to sing when he dies, and I'd love to sing his duet with Carlo. I'd even love to sing his duet with Philip. So there's so much great music in this opera. In my next little audio clip, I want to discuss this performance in particular. But before I leave you, I cannot thank the Bavarian State opera theater enough for streaming this live. First of all, it's a long opera, and I now officially have a bad back. I cannot sit for very long, meaning a half an hour or longer, without experiencing some kind of pain. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to long operas anymore. Of course not. I can live with the kind of pain that I get, but it's not so great. So at home, I was able to watch it from my bed and have peanuts and Diet Coke. And another really interesting thing about this opera today that I saw, I hope you saw it too, was first of all, it kept going on and on and on. I thought, oh my God, are they going to do this without an intermission? How are the musicians going to hold out? But finally, they took an intermission. Some lady came out and said something in German. I don't know what she said. Everybody laughed. Then they had the big Otto-da-Fé scene, and then there was an intermission. So that was strange. Only one intermission of 35 minutes in length. So I hope you'll all go to my next little opera upload for Don Carlo and hear what I have to think about the singers, like Why Would You Care? Okay, bye-bye.